Hi guys, what's up? Happy Friday. I hope you guys are having a wonderful start to your weekend. For today's video, I wanted to go ahead and share with you guys makeup products that initially really interest me. Like, I heard that it was coming out. I really wanted to get my hands on it. But once I saw it released, I was like, oh, no! Or I really wanted the makeup product, but when I was sitting down to put my credit card information on the website, like, you know, at checkout, I was just like, no, like, I'm not into this, like, X. So, I don't know if this is an anti-haul per se. I guess it's makeup products that I was initially interested in, but then I was like, nah, I don't need it, I'm good to go. And then towards the end of the video, I wanna, you know, calculate how much all these products were and are all together. And I wanna share with you guys how much money I personally saved. So let me know if you guys are excited for this video, because I personally am. Maybe it's gonna be a series that I'm gonna start doing on my channel, who really knows, but let me know if you guys have that as well. Like, you're initially really interested in something, you know, you hear about it, you're like, yeah, I'm getting it. When you see a picture, you're like, no. Or when you're sitting to put your credit card and you're just like, I don't want it. I don't want to get it. Like, it's such a waste of money. So I do have a nice amount of products here. So let's go ahead and get started. The first product that literally underwhelmed me so much was from ColourPop, and this is the Fame eyeshadow palette. I'm gonna move over to this side so you guys can see the picture right over here, but they're gonna be releasing this palette in time for their 4th birthday, which I think is really cool. It's really nice to see that ColourPop has been around for so long. And I mean, not even that long, but they've been really successful, which is great. So I did go ahead and purchase their previous birthday collections, I think from their 2nd birthday, 3rd birthday, maybe even the 1st birthday. And I was so excited for this. Like, come on, who the hell wouldn't be excited? ColourPop is turning 4. Oh my God, when I saw this palette, I was like, what the hell is going on here? I mean, I do appreciate the fact that it's not like every single other palette that we see. Like, it's not only warms or only warm shades or like super like, oh my God, type of colors. It's, I would say it's more neutrally / cool tone, which we don't see a lot. And you guys know I really do enjoy cool tone shadows, but this palette looks so dead, boring as hell. I don't know how much this is gonna cost. I think it's gonna cost $20, around that price range. But even if it would be 10, I'm never gonna use this. Like, I know that I'm never going to. So that is a palette that I was initially interested in 1,000,000%. But then when I saw the pictures, I was like, there's no way that I'm purchasing this. It's just not my vibe at all. So I would love to know what you guys personally think of this palette, because I don't know, to be honest, I feel like a lot of people would just not be into it. Like, people would just get it because it's part of their 4th birthday, but not because most people would enjoy such colors. I feel like just like the color scheme, it's just not there. What am I gonna do with this palette? How am I gonna create looks? I don't know, but that is a palette that I was like, no, not interested anymore. Okay, so moving on to the next palette that I was initially very interested in. This is the Tarte and Aspen Ovard eyeshadow palette, and it also includes face products as well, a blush and a highlighter. So there are 9 shadows that are included in here, and this is gonna retail for $39. It's gonna be available on Mother's Day, which is on Sunday. So Aspen Ovard is someone that I did used to watch probably 6-7 years ago when I first started getting into YouTube, when she was like strictly doing makeup videos. But now I feel like she's more of a lifestyle blogger. So I mean, not that I don't enjoy that, I just honestly, I don't really watch a lot of people. But then besides for that, I unsubscribed like, I don't know, maybe like 4 years ago. I just wasn't into it anymore, you know? Wasn't into her, which is fine. Everyone's interests and tastes change. But anyway, she collaborated with Tarte and she came out with this palette. So I don't know, I was expecting something like really nice, hardcore. I know she's more of a natural makeup wearer, so maybe something along those lines. But when I saw that they released this, I don't know. It's just, first of all, I do not think that this palette is going to be universally flattering. Not because the colors won't look good on deeper skin tones. I feel like the shades won't even show up on deeper skin tones, which is definitely a downer. So there's that. But then also, I don't know. There's just something about this palette that makes it look extremely boring for me. Like, I probably will be able to create 3 looks using these shadows. And I already have like 5 or 6 other neutrally warm type of shades that I could throw in the crease as a one shadow type of look. So why would I get this palette just for that? You know, that would be the only thing I could think of. There's a deeper brownish mauve type of shade in there, which looks really pretty, but I'm totally sure I can find one of those type of shades in my collection. And not even that I could find a shade in my collection, because you guys know I'm a makeup collector. I love collecting makeup. Even if I have 10,000 of the same color, if I'm into something, I will get it. But there's just something about this palette that just throws me off, and I feel like it just does not inspire me for 1 second. Like, I just know I wouldn't be touching this. And looking at the swatches, I'm like, goodness, why do like half of them look the same and the other half look the same? I don't know. I'm not into this. I initially wanted to pick it up when I heard that it was going to be released, but you know, now that I actually see the pictures, I'm like, no. I'm not paying $39 for that. I'm sorry. Let's move on to the next product that I was initially extremely interested for, but this was actually one where it already came out, and when I was putting in my credit card, I was like, no, I'm not buying this. I'm just, no. Okay, so this is the Morphe and what's his name? Bretman highlighter palette. So this retails for $29 and it includes 6 different highlighters. The campaign for this was huge. This was everywhere. Like, I thought I was for sure going to get it. Like, I actually was sitting by the computer, like I mentioned, and I was like, okay, I want to pick it up. It's really pretty. I know that all the shades are not going to work out for me, but I'm pretty sure like around 3 or 4 would, and maybe the other ones I could use as eyeshadows. You know, I wanted it because it looked so butt-like. The swatches look butt soft, amazing, as all these swatches look online, right? But I don't know. I was sitting on Ulta's site, and I was like, I put it in my cart. And then I was like, do I need it? Do I not? I'm like, I don't really care about this. Like, I just don't want it. Like, no offense to Bretman. I don't follow him. I don't really know who he is. I know he's very popular on Instagram. And not even because of him. I don't want it. You know? It just doesn't interest me at all to the extent where I would pay $29 for this. I feel like, you know, that's a little bit pricey for Morphe also. I know that there's someone's name on it and they have to pay them as well. But I just didn't want to spend $29 on a highlighter palette where I felt like I can just add another $10 and get an EBH highlighter palette. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? I don't know. For Morphe, I just felt like it was a bit pricey. Like, for $20, yeah, why not? I guess it also had to do with the money because, I mean, obviously it has to do with the money because for $29, I wasn't into buying it. But honestly, if it would be $20, I would make an exception because that's very, very inexpensive. But you know what? You know what's funny? Everyone was talking about it like nonstop when it came out, which was what? Not even a month ago. I swear to God, I didn't hear anyone talk about it after it released. Like, no one. I didn't see any videos, nothing. I just don't see anyone using it. So that was one that, yeah, I was about to put my credit card in for, but I'm like, nah, I'm good. Okay, what else? Yeah, so this is the Smashbox Pinks and Palms eyeshadow palette. I guess this whole video is pretty much eyeshadow palettes or palettes in general, but this is eyeshadow palette by Smashbox that includes beautiful pinky toned eyeshadows with a stunning Tiffany bluish green type of color. This retails for $29 and I do believe it's available on Nordstrom and Sephora site. Yeah. So I do really enjoy these small little palettes by Smashbox. I think that they're pretty nice quality, most of them to the most part. Really small, compact, great to travel with, and usually with these small palettes you could create a multiple different looks just using the palettes without pulling anything else in. Now, the reason why this attracted me so much was because it gives me such summer vibes. It really inspires me to get out of my comfort zone, even though I just use anything anytime. I don't really have any comfort zones, but I'm saying like, it just inspires me to play with these kind of colors and maybe, you know, use that green color on the lower lash line when I typically won't even think about that, you know, but this inspired me so much. Yeah, but when I was going to Nordstrom site, when this initially came out, I was gonna put my credit card in and everything, and I was like, do I really need this? Do I want this? It's cute and everything, but is it one that I'm just gonna use for 2 months and never touch it again in my life? I don't know, but kinda. I don't know, I feel like for $29, which is not even that expensive for what you're getting here, I just knew that I wouldn't get a lot of use out of this, you know? So that's why I'm kinda like, I want it, but then I'm like, nah. And whatever, I mean, when did this come out? April 18th, I'm not even thinking about it anymore. It's like long gone, you know? So that was one that I was gonna purchase and then I was like, no. My butt already hurts from sitting already. But this is the final product that I wanted to discuss with you guys. Now, This is by Kylie Cosmetics. Kylie Cosmetics is a brand that I have purchased from in the past. I think some of her products are really, really nice, and I think some products are just like, what? No. But I used to go a bit more crazier with her collections. Like I used to purchase the whole bundle or like this, that. Like who the hell has money for that, you know? But then besides for that, I feel like it's overwhelming and too much sometimes, you know? And then if you don't have the money, it's kind of like, what am I doing? So there are times that I purchase one or two things from her collection, from her new releases, but generally I never really purchase the full collections anymore. She recently released a collection with her sister Courtney, and I'm not gonna lie, it looked beautiful. She released 3 lip products and then 3 quad eyeshadow palettes. The eyeshadow palettes looked really, really cute. Great palettes to, you know, take with you on the go to create looks just using those, and it looked amazing. And then the lip products were totally my vibe, just lip products that I would totally wear. Now that I'm thinking about it, they look very similar to like the Nikkie Tutorials collaboration with Ofra, like that like reddish type of color and that, you know, nude shade as well, which I'm actually wearing on my lips today. But anyways, this collection looks really nice. Usually when she releases collections, I'm intrigued to some extent, but not to an extent where I'm like, oh my god, I do want that. Just like, oh my god, that actually looks really cool. But with this collection, I was like, when is it coming out? Like, I need dates because I want this. I want it so badly. So the lip products retailed for $16 each, and then the eyeshadow palettes retailed for $24 each with 4 different eyeshadows in each palette. So, and then the whole bundle, like, oh my god, whole bundle was $108. Now, I think that the prices are up there. I don't know, like for Kylie, it's like, I get it, but it's like, I'm not gonna pay $24 for a 4-pan eyeshadow palette from Kylie in a way, you know? It's like, it's so expensive. But then I was thinking to myself, these shades are beautiful, you're gonna get a lot of use out of it, you know, this, that. The date came, it released. I don't even remember what I was doing that day, but I totally forgot about it. And I feel like you only forget what you don't care to remember. You know, that's one thing that I learned in high school. One of my teachers from high school used to always say it, and I promise you that's probably the only thing I learned from high school. You only forget what you don't care to remember. So, I guess I just didn't care to remember this collection because it looked so beautiful and I really wanted it, but I guess the prices kind of threw me off, and I hate the fact that I have to run my ass on her site and, you know, get it because, oh my god, it's gonna be sold out in 3 seconds. Like, if it's gonna be there 3 days later, okay, I'll get it. If not, then whatever, next, you know? Like, I feel like that's just too much with a lot of brands. It kind of gets me annoyed because it's like, why do I have to stop my life to buy things from your brand? Why can't you just be like other retailers like Sephora or Ulta? Something releases, like, I don't have to have anxiety purchasing something, you know? So that's something that threw me off as well. But this was a collection that I really was very, very interested in. And again, it came out around April 25th, 26th, 27th, somewhere around that time. No one speaks about it. People just do one video, done. And I'm okay, I'm good not having it, you know? $24 for a 4-pan eyeshadow palette is very, very pricey. You know, there was one in particular that I wanted because I felt like I could use it for a highlighter as well. But whatever, next, ship has sailed. Anyway, so those were the few products that I did want to go ahead and get my hands on, you know, for whatever reason. But then for whatever reason, I decided not to pick it up. I feel like some of the reasons might have overlapped, you know, other reasons of other products that I didn't pick up, you know what I'm saying? But basically, I didn't pick these up. I have no interest in picking them up. I am not going to be picking them up. And let's go ahead and do the calculations now because I actually forgot about that and I do want to see how much the total comes out to. Okay, so let's write this down. For the Kylie and Courtney collection, I wanted to get one of the eyeshadow palettes, which retail for $24. For the lip products, I did want to pick up 2 of them, which are 16 each. 16 and 16 is 32. Okay, next. The Aspen Ovard palette, $39. Kiss my ass. ColourPop palettes, the Birthday Fame one, it doesn't say the price. One second. Okay, the Makeup by Shayla one is $23, so I'm gonna assume that the Fame ColourPop one would have been $23 as well. So 23. No! The Morphe and Bretman highlighter palette, $29. And what else did I speak about here? Oh yeah, and then the Smashbox Pink and Palms palette, $29. Let's calculate. And so we have $24 plus 32 plus 39 plus 23 plus 29 and 29, that's 58. I saved my ass $176. To some that might seem like, hey, that's not even that much, but to others it's like, what is that? a month of food for me, you know what I'm saying? Or like a week of food, you know? So I'm really proud of myself that I was able to hold myself back even though I initially did want these products so badly. I'm okay. I'm happy not to have them in my collection. Nothing is gonna happen. They don't even interest me anymore. If something really interests me, and even if I have 1,000 of those shades or highlighters or whatever in my collection, I will get it. But with these, I'm actually very happy that I didn't pick them up, and I'm happy I saved my ass $176. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I think this is gonna be a really fun series to do. Like makeup I was about to buy but didn't for whatever reason, you know? Definitely let me know if there are any products that you wanted but then you were like, whatever, I don't need that. And let me know if you saved yourself, you know, a certain amount of money, if you were happy about that, or if you're like, no, I had to cave in, all that jazz. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.